It's a nice day here today. So today I'm working out at the park again. Um, we don't get too much sun in the winter months, so when there is sun out, I like to stay out for as long as possible. Uh, Working out with the steel mace and kettlebell today. Um, so thinking about doing some exercises that I saw on Instagram. Uh, some steel mace exercises specifically, and then superset that with some kettlebell exercises. Um, Throw in some kettlebell juggling maneuvers within the kettlebell exercises, but uh, there are definitely alternatives. If you don't want to flip a kettlebell, you can just swing it. And yeah, starting off with something simple uh, with the steel mace, so just regular 360s for 10 each side, and supersetting that with single hand overhead toe squats with the kettlebell. All of that looks like this. So I'm going to do a helicopter flip, then do 2 overhead squats, and then switch back. So if anyone doesn't want to do the flip, what they can do instead is just do an alternate swing. That will look like this. So yeah, switching hands during the swing, and then everything else stays the same. I'm gonna do this for 5 sets, then on to something else. So for the next set of exercises, doing the steel mace 360 to lunge. I'm going to alternate sides for 10 each side, and then I'm going to go into some offset loaded Cossack squats with the kettlebell. Looks like this. that, at least the first couple of times you do it, it's good to really slow down the momentum and kind of figure out the flow of it, and then kind of turn up the pace. Yeah, so going into like a full shoulder rotation into a lunge involving the full body. Yeah, and then with the kettlebell, offset loaded Cossacks. Going for 5 each side on the Cossacks, stretching out the adductors and getting some legs, additional legs in at the end of the superset. I'm gonna do this for 5 sets and then on to something else. The next superset is going to be pretty leg dominant. So I'm going to go from a steel mace 360 into an offset loaded front squat, because the steel mace, the load's going to be on one side, and then switch sides similar to the previous movement and go for 8 to 10 each side. And then with the kettlebell, I'm going to go in from a swing squat into a figure 8 lunge, and I'll show you what that means in a second. All of that looks like this. I made a mistake there. I lost count of the reps there. I just kind of stopped whenever it felt good to stop. But yeah, figure 8, swing squat to lunges. So it looks like this. If something like that If something like that happens, just reset a little. It's no big deal. I'm gonna superset these two for 5 sets like the previous exercises. But yeah, kind of trying to, with the steel mace, trying to flow into the secondary movement. So using a 360 as a base, just trying to flow into like a common exercise. But yeah, I'm gonna do this for 5 sets. All the exercises that I'm doing today were inspired by two main Instagram pages that I follow. One of them is Daring 101, real name Colin Daring, and Kettlebell Queen, DA Kettlebell Queen, real name Shaida Eshragi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like the lunges were inspired by her. This next movement that I'm about to do is a direct copy of what Daring does. The front squats was inspired by them, but I don't think I've seen them do it. But yeah, I look to their pages for a lot of ideas, both for kettlebell juggling and steel mace stuff. But yeah, this next exercise is a steel mace 360 to a squat, but it's like you drop the steel mace into like a vertical position instead of the front squat position from the previous exercises or the previous exercise. Yeah, and then I'm going to move into what was the move? Figure 8 tactical snatch, but we'll get to that when the time comes. Moving into the figure 8 tactical snatches. First, I'll show an example without a flip, and then after that, I'll should do it with flips. those steel mace swing or 360 to squats feel really good. And there's something about moving with the momentum into the squat that just feels so right and good. In any case, going to do this for 5 sets and then do some freestyle kettlebell juggling. Gonna end off the workout with some freestyle. Yeah. That's it for today's video. See you all tomorrow.